How's it going, everyone? Welcome to the brand new Sunset. There's a whole bunch of new changes coming in. We can go through a main, we can go through on site, we can go through backside. You can see all the little different things they actually changed, even a little towards mid. In this video, we're going to cover all the new changes, what exactly they mean, and what you can do about them. I talked about this all on stream, so let's go ahead and get into it. Oh my gosh, W change! Oh my gosh, that's so much. I hated this thing so much. I'm not gonna lie. No Cypher cam, you were basically cooked on this every round. So making it be a little bit farther is actually really nice. Before, after, no more Cypher trip here. And no more, I mean, you still have to worry about close left. Close left might be actually better now. Imagine a crossfire here and here. What am I saying? Like, no one even did that before the thing started. But look, this angle got pushed in. And then they remove these boxes. That angle being pushed is actually kind of a nice change. Before, after, there's like a little divot you can hide here now, which is even better for my Vi setup that I do here. What else? B-side back, they got rid of that. They basically made it so you can corner camp way harder. What is this? Oh, they made this easier to kind of play around. That's a nice change. I like that. When you jump up, you're forced to get exposed to that. Whereas before you could get up more safely though. Does that make sense? When you jump up here, you're exposed to this. Where before you could like jump here and you weren't exposed to anything. So you kind of have to like pre-jump up here. Or like jump up when the smokes are up maybe. I don't even think you can get away with that. These changes are looking good so far. They changed this. Okay, so they flattened out this wall. Before it was like this. And then they added a little box here. W changes. Oh my, wait, I'm tripping. Oh my god, my brain. My brain, what just happened? Oh my god, my brain. Dude, whatever they do in map change, oh my god. They moved this closer up too. This used to be like right here. I haven't seen it yet. Oh my gosh, look at how pretty this dress is. And I'm putting this on. Dang. Wait, dress to impress and Valorant confirmed? What is this from? Bun Bun. Is that from Adventure Time? This is kind of nice too. Like they're just giving you a little something to play around. It's not safe, which is nice. It's kind of like the B main thing. But at least you have something to play around. Where before you kind of just got stuck in this corner. Here, the nice part about this is you can play like the angle game a bit more. Because it's not really smart to like, when you know there's a player here, it's not really smart to try to spam them. It's only really smart to do it if you know it's safe. So it's really nice when you're in this position to just play these angles and like peek out one by one like this. It's really nice. You can really play these positions strongly here. So W box. Here it's not the same because you're gonna have people looking at you from like up here. So like you try to isolate one angle, and the angle advantage is way different too. You try to isolate one angle here and it's just cooked. It's just cooked. I didn't even realize this. They could see over it too. Wait, they removed the tree? They removed the tree? They had to cut it down to make the box. See how the box is made out of wood? That's messed up, yo. That's messed up. Because look, this one's like cardboard and like miscellaneous stuff. They actually look all wood. It even has a little bit of leaves left. Now that you kind of know what these changes mean, let's just do the whole rigmarole again. If you don't know, we do these angle guides. We run through the entire map. Today I'm just going to focus on B site since nothing on A was actually changed. And then we're going to cover a little bit of mid. So first up, your starting entrance is pretty much the same here, but the nice new update is when you peek into this space, there's no longer this big old box where you have no idea where no one's behind unless you have a Cypher cam in that window. So you can still do the Cypher cam in the window, which is nice, but now you basically have one option, which is spam the heck out of this box, or the other, which is to clear this right side. Now, my preferred pathing for this would be to go right side. One, just to use this box right here as cover, and then you can get closer here and spam. And then as you want to push inside, then you can scale out like this. This also makes it easier for your teammates to dive first before you do, and we always love to see that. So path to the right, spam this box, don't spam it. If you have the Cypher cam, you know they're close. When you come into this space, don't be afraid to grab this orb now because it's now completely safe with this box here. And now when you come outside, I would always start with a jump peek. You can see how different this space actually looks. The first thing I want to be careful of, nothing here was really changed, but like these two corners are now way deeper. These used to both be diagonals or have like a little box here. So now they can be a really nice crossfire for the defender. So it's really important this is cleared with like a flash that goes up and then you clear both sides or something else. Wow, what a beautiful slow. If you're doing with no util, this is kind of like ascent mid where you jiggle one side and the backside gets teased and hopefully they shoot and don't kill you, but you really just have to take that risk. So put your butt against the wall. I think the other side's easier to clear because this one exposes you to market and this right side a bit more. This one, it's a lot more brief. We would check this. I'm assuming we have smokes down. And then I would suggest scaling right side here towards market and clearing this, then clearing this corner. The other alternative pathing here, instead of just looking backside, you just hug this wall here. And now you can actually like tuck here and hold the smoke pretty safely and not be exposed like the person pushing out market, which is really nice. After this, you'd want to scale backside 100% though. You can come up here. The scary part is people can hide behind this box now, which is going to be fun to deal with. And they can also sort of play behind this box here. So what this means is there is a chance, although for me it's pretty small, that defenders are hiding behind this box or they're fighting your teammates from main, like playing behind this box. We'll cover this more on the defense side, but these are some pretty nice spots. But this right side pathing is pretty easy. So you clear this, you scale it backside. I'm not going to cover that right now because we just don't need to be worried about this. Your main concern here should be to clear backside and get your teammates here, and then you can press forward. Remember, the most important thing to do when you take a site is to clear it. If all the site is cleared, you've done a good job. If you don't clear all the site and there's a chance some guy can be in this corner still, you've done a terrible job and you're creating a lot of problems in your games. If you're taking this left side, this one's pretty dang easy because you can just run up, clear this left side, and then pretty much everything is here on your side. If this is smoked off, it's way easier. You just have to be worried about on top of this, and then you can scale up, clear back side. Now you have to push up even further and also clear that corner here. So this also became a little spot that defenders can play around even easier now. They have a bit more cover and space to play around. Before we go mid, I'm going to try to just show you the defense side, and you guys let me know if this is easier to understand if I do them back to back. Sometimes I space them out. So if you're defending on B, the very first thing you want to know is when you're retaking, you can't jump on this box safe anymore. You used to be able to because you could jump right here, but now we talked about not really a thing you can do. But it's really nice to play around this now because you have this entire cover. Even if you're just holding for the push, them coming up, you have a lot of space to play around. You can't see it top main, you could try to jiggle. I kind of showed this in the video, but you really can put like a sage wall or something here. Trust me, chat. Just hold on. I'm Grim. You gotta judge. Just like that. 3 damage. Okay, and then you op from right here, new op angle, and then you use your secondary wall here so that they don't shoot your feet. Okay, well, I don't know if that would actually work. Okay, but from back here, look at that op angle. Look at that op angle. What do you do with your third wall? You put it here. So you can drop down, and then you can re-peek when the first wall drops. I'm a genius, man. That's just a fun sage thing you can do. When it comes to defending more on site, I talked about this box, but really I think this is the angle worth thinking about on defense. This spot is really nasty. You can always tuck, and then the nice thing about this tuck here is if you have something again like a flash or a dart or a dog, anything like that. Just something you want a little bit of more space to use. It could, I mean, for me, it could just be like a slow, and I could slow off main from here. And all this stuff is really nice, just have a little bit of space. So I like this angle because you can still get some damage off and get behind cover. I would never really suggest playing close up here because of that exact reason. You just have no cover, no space to kind of recoup and reset. Then I talked about this backside angle. This one's not bad. I would think about playing more of this right side here. There's this awkward wall here, which you kind of like bump into here. Really sucks. I hope they honestly just flatten this out because I don't really see the purpose of this being here besides it just being like super awkward to move around. But anyways, I would play this right side too. This right side's pretty nice. On next week we're going to talk about Pearl, and on Pearl a lot of positioning is based around passive angles, And so if you can hold a passive angle like this, it's really nice because they're going to walk into you and you're not going to get into a lot of trouble, or you have like a teammate you can play off of over here. And after these swing, you can swing and you can take up all this space instantly. So passive angles are really nice. This is a good example of one as they come out sight, right? They don't smoke this area. They're going to throw like a flash out here and they're generally not going to look here. So this is a really nice spot to get ready for. Next up, you have this close angle. I love this one. This one hasn't been changed, but if you guys haven't been playing this, you've got to. These spots like here, I'll show you another one at mid where you can kind of tuck behind something. They're going to push very closely to you. Allows you to take way more aggressive angles while still isolating a fight and usually catch them off guard. So I would never tuck in this corner. I would always play a little bit off to the side, a lot more unpredictable. And a lot of times when people are running up here, we don't look over here till we're just coming around the corner. So you catch them in this like swinging motion. So again, deeper in these angles is always really nice, especially if you hear them running up. After you kill one, you can tuck. But I really suggest going more aggressive here. Okay, and I talked about these close angles. These are actually fire. This one's more like if you're chamber, maybe you can reach a TP from backside, or if you're a jet, you can dash out, or you're a Reyna, you can dismiss. Probably again, going backside here with that type of utility or a cross. So these are all very nice. This allows you to play this close angle a bit easier, whereas before you would hit the box. I really like setting up some sort of crossfire here. Notice how it's just a straight line between the two. And so it's pretty easy, unless the enemies do what I've taught you with this, to actually play a trade angle or isolate here. Maybe it'd be better for the other person to be here, because then you don't have to risk being isolated and you can still play around this guy pretty dang easy. So really nice, interesting change here with the close. This one's pretty much the same. One thing I should mention is the spike zone is actually completely changed. You can't play on the stairs or close anymore. You can see the little outline on the ground here. This is what it looks like, a very interesting change. For me, this is the new default in this corner. It's very safe. There's very little risk for it. And your next spot's going to be close here backside. I think if you want a god plant, I would go right here on the corner, because this exposes to main, market, CT, and backside. There's not a lot of cover. We talked about how bad this angle would be to actually play. So it's a plant spot exposed to a lot of angles with very little cover. That's a W. So I think this is the god spot here. This angle is also very good. We talked about passive angles. People are going to be walking around right here. Maybe I should just call these walkout angles. I don't know. But people walking right here is always very nice. Or at this point, it's actually pretty expected. But it's still a pretty powerful angle because you can always hide back in the smoke. Or you can always, again, like we talked about, go more aggressive and then tuck back here after. I forgot to mention this on the attack, but these spots are actually really good for post plant too. So you can now have this piece of cover. Remember, more aggressive, hide behind the cover after. This is a very common theme here with all these new changes. You kind of have these boxes to play on where you can completely tuck, especially from these CT players, and peek out after. This is going to make retaking on defense literally impossible. I talked about this on the stream a little. Let me show you the beautiful dart I came up with. Sova lineup on the palm tree. Wait, this palm tree, right? You're cooking with that. Wait, you're cooking with that. We gotta aim at the perfect banana. The perfect banana. It's gotta be one of the top bananas, clearly. Oh! Wait, that one was kind of fire. Like this. Wait, hold on. That was actually kind of good. I don't know why I put myself in the most awkward position to do this. Bobo window trust. Okay, wait. Bobo window is cooking. One bar through the window. Okay, one bar jumped through the window. One bar jumped through the bottom of the window. To the bottom of the window. We cooked! Yeah, that doesn't clear everything. Or you know what you could do? You could do it 2 bounce, 2 bar, full bounce. Like this. Okay, okay. Okay, wait. You cannot stop geometry. Boom, baby. Boom, baby. It's as simple as that, really. The perfect lineup. Chat, did we cook? Yes or no? Chat, be honest. Yeah, and that would actually clear all of close, especially these boxes, which they're very, very tough to deal with. So hopefully that helps. Now let's go back over to mid. Just one simple change here, really. And that's this little box here. Let me show. This little box was changed. I think they made this like a bit tighter or smaller. So if you're attacking mid, you basically just want to be careful of these top 2 angles. I would always aim for the top. Most players go on top and they think they're so smart and tricky, but they're usually on top. So I'd aim up there and then you want to clear out, clear the door, and then now you can't full clear this anymore because this box exists. So it's kind of scary. I would suggest swinging out here early. I believe this clears the early timing, doesn't let them get in this corner. But if you take too long and you have to clear it, it's very, very awkward in this new state because you're exposed to market partially, you're exposed to top mid completely. But my best suggestion would be to clear it as much as you can from here. Pray you have a top mid smoke, peek in the market, clear this, and then clear all back here. The important thing here is you really need a top mid smoke because that's really what your back's going to be exposed to all the time. If you're coming from tiles, it's pretty much the same thing. Here you're going to be careful with that top mid peek, and then you're going to peek in the market. And here you can see over the box a bit better, but you take the same exact pathing, just a bit wider here. Really important that these two just get cleared and you're aware that they exist. On defense, let me show you what this would look like at the start of the round. So these barriers would go down, and right at the start of the round, I'm already shift walking, and I'm here now. Show you the timing from here, shift walking, and this one's a bit easier. You get behind cover a lot quicker. And if you're defending and you want to get in these spots, again, I was just taking these a bit more aggressive. Yeah, you have to be careful of this, but either way you have to be. Either way, when you're in this spot, you have to be. I would never really suggest tucking with here. I think this is just recipe for disaster, unless you have a plan to go aggressive or to play off a teammate or something. You can't just tuck here and hope this is going to work out for you. This never works out, except your enemies don't watch this video. So yeah, play this corner. This is one of those boxes. Play a bit more aggressive round. You can tuck behind after, have something to get you out. You can throw a flash, you can throw a dog, something to assist your escape. You could also play like way back here and just hold tiles and see when they scale up tiles. That's not a bad idea either. This spot you would only really play if you have a get out of jail free card, because holy crap is it really crazy and scary. You're very quickly exposed to both these angles. You don't have much cover to play around. If you get a kill, you can also swing out here or wait behind here and wait for a timing to peek one of these two guys. You'll hear some footsteps, they'll use some abilities, something like that. Most people nowadays aren't even clearing mid with some sort of utility. So playing around mid is actually really nice if you have something to get out. If you're really smart about how you play this position, it's usually really strong. Remember that mid control is really important on this map because one, for defense, it enables you for this very fast flank to either B or A. These are, I think, some of the fastest flanks you can get in the game. You're literally here like instantly, already behind them. And there's very rarely people lurking in these spots. So yeah, those are the changes. I think they're pretty cool. I'm really happy with this update, but let me know what you think below. Feel free to check out the other map guides in the description if you ever need help. And if you like this video, check out the description for the Ko-Fi, where you can find more resources, coaching, and join in on some fun mini games I do on stream. That's it for this video. Bye peeps.